Hello again everyone, and welcome back to Skyblock News. I'm your host Derailious, and today we're heading back onto the Alpha Network in order to cover further changes to the Better Mayors update, including some pretty large changes to fishing. Before we get into this, I just want to say, we are getting very close to 70k, so if you could leave a like and subscribe down below if you haven't already done so, that really would mean a lot. To give back to you guys, I will be hosting multiple 100ml giveaways in my Discord server, linked down below and in the comments section, so feel free to join. Without any further ado though, let's launch right into this. Starting off, for players who were interested in earning the campaign poster memento on the Alpha Network by completing the checklist, you will no longer be able to earn the item. The admins have disabled the ability to complete the checklist, which makes me think that the Alpha Network is heading into its final stage, at least with regard to the Better Mayors update. Personally, if I had to put a release date on this thing, I would say next Tuesday, although it could obviously be later. In terms of changes, there are a few things I want to go over. Notably, they've added an individual sea creature cap of 5 in the Crimson Isle and 20 in the Crystal Hollows. This change is made to prevent players from hogging the sea creature cap on islands for their own barn fishing enjoyment. The issue is the most prominent on the Crimson Isle, so that's the island that has the most stringent cap, and they've implemented a smaller cap on the Crystal Hollows for worm fishing. The overall sea creature cap remains at 60 sea creatures, and the HP and damage values of various lava sea creatures have been significantly reduced, so they can be killed much easier. Personally, I am in favor of a change like this, although I imagine other people will disagree. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Next up, there were quite a few changes made to the fruit digging minigame. You can now dig up to 15 fruit, and there's also some different modes here for the shovel. You can right click to swap between the modes. If you set it up to be gold, it will have the dowsing mode treasure, revealing the highest scoring fruit adjacent to the block that you dig. So if I dig right here, you can see it's an apple, but in chat it says that there's a mango nearby. If I switch to the iron variant, it shows you mines, basically how many mines or bombs are nearby the area. As you can see, it said 1 bomb hidden nearby, and then I ran over the bomb right here, so that kind of helps you figure out where things are. It's kind of similar to Minesweeper. In terms of the diamond variant, it shows the location of the lowest scoring fruit adjacent to the block when you dig. So I guess if you wanted to see, maybe if there were a low scoring fruit nearby, you can kind of figure it out based on that. It's a little bit interesting, but I feel like this game is pretty solid as is, and honestly the extra additions just make it a little bit more complicated in my opinion. I do like it though, it's pretty interesting. I just feel like something like this could have been expanded upon and made into an actual arcade game mode, like separate to Skyblock specifically, but regardless, they put a lot of work into this, which is pretty nice. Another pretty interesting change here is that the Crown of Avarice now only requires 2 Avaricious Chalices rather than 4. This is pretty interesting and makes it a little bit cheaper, although I imagine it will still be a fairly expensive item. There were a few other interesting changes alongside this alpha update. Notably, bait is no longer consumed when playing Catch a Fish, the Pest Vest has been added to the museum, and Magic Find from the Starred Daedalus axe now showcases that Magic Find upon killing mythological creatures. Finally, there were also some changes to Divan-related items. The powder coating item can now be applied to the Divan's pendant to grant you 10 mining fortune, and also the Dwarven Handwarmer's mining speed has been increased from 15 to 45. There were also a few bug fixes with this update, but I'm going to be honest, the Better Mayors update is very stable as is. Overall, aside from the fishing changes, which are a little bit controversial, I imagine that most people will love the Better Mayors update whenever it drops. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below about the fishing changes. Do you believe that they're good? Do you believe that they're terrible? Let me know what you think. At the end of the day though, my name's Derailious, thank you so much for watching this video till the end, and look to the future fellas, I'll see you then.